Most people with AI skills struggle to turn their expertise into profitable offers, and it's because they focus on the tech that they're capable of doing instead of focusing on what businesses want to buy. I've helped over 100 people escape their 9-to-5 by building skill-based businesses that generate anywhere from $5,000 to $30,000 a month. Take my client Leon, started from zero, but he had AI automation skills, and in under 12 months he scaled to over $70,000 per month. Not by being the smartest coder or tech guy in the room, but by packaging his skills into a clear offer that businesses wanted to pay for. And I've seen the opposite too. Talented people with more skills than Leon, stuck making a few $100s a month on Upwork or Fiverr because they haven't a clue how to package their skills correctly. So in this video, I'm breaking down the exact formula that consistently turns skills into sales. And if you stick with me for the next few minutes, you'll leave with a blueprint that you can apply today, right now. So here's the first mistake I see all the time. Most people package around what they can do instead of the problems that they can solve. For example, they say, I build chatbots, I integrate tools with Zapier, I set up cool automations. But businesses don't want those things. They want results. They want lower costs, faster workflows, and higher revenue. Just think about it. When's the last time a CEO got up in the morning and thought, I need a Zapier expert today? That probably never happens. They'd often wake up and think, damn, we're spending $10,000 a month on a repetitive admin. How can we cut that cost down? One of my clients, actually Jamie, pitched himself as an AI automation freelancer. Nobody liked it, so we had to completely reframe it. And we turned it into a beautiful offer. I help real estate agencies save 20 hours a week by cutting out admin tasks, all using AI. And in his first week of repositioning, he closed a $4,000 deal. Same skills, different packaging. So you need to find the pain. Ask yourself this: what problem is bleeding money or time from the business? Then you need to quantify the pain. So is 10 hours a week being wasted on this? Is it $5,000 a week of churn because of this? And then you actually need to reposition yourself as the antidote, the aspirant, the problem solver. Instead of saying, I build chatbots, say, I cut customer service costs in half by building AI chatbots. Now, something you need to avoid is being too vague. That's like saying in the food industry, I sell food. It doesn't work. It's too vague. You need to switch it up. Something to also be careful about is solving problems that people don't want solved. Some problems businesses have hurt their head, but it doesn't hurt their wallet. And the wallet is priority. If it's not a $10,000 or $100,000 problem, don't try solve it. Think of a doctor. If you tell them, oh, I can perform surgery, nobody cares. But if the doctor said, I can remove your back pain so you can walk comfortably again, everybody lines up further. So you should actually be writing down the 3 skill sets that you have and put them together to solve a problem. And if you can't solve a problem with that, you need to actually go back to the drawing board, learn a skill that solves a problem for businesses. And honestly, maybe even grab my playbook down in the description. It'll go through different options on what you could sell. The second mistake I see people make all the time is pricing like an employee. Freelancers saying, I'll charge $50 an hour. That's employee thinking. Businesses don't care if it takes you 1 hour or 100 hours. They just want to see results. I once worked with a guy who was charging $30 an hour for automation. Sounds pretty good, right? But no, he was barely scraping together $2,000 a month. So we actually repositioned him to $2,500 a month to save a business 15 hours a week. Same work, same deal, and he closed a $2,500 deal within a month. That's the power of value-based pricing. Here's the simple way to think about it. Estimate the time or money that your solution saves. Put a conservative value on that and charge between 10 and 20% of the problem that you're solving. So for example, if this problem is costing a business $10,000, feel free to charge $1,000 or $2,000. If you're saving a company $50,000 a year, do you think they'd pay $5,000 for your time and your expertise? Of course. A mistake I see people make all the time is telling them about the tech, telling them about the Python scripts, the coding, blah, blah, blah. They don't give a crap about this, and they don't want to know either. And another thing I've seen people do, and I've even made this mistake in the past as well, is charging too little, and it devalues your effect. So if you charge $10,000 for your services, perceived value is $10,000. If you're charging $20 an hour, your perceived value is that you're not going to solve many problems. Imagine you hire a locksmith. It takes him 2 minutes to solve your problem, but you'll pay him $100 because he solved a big problem for you. Leon, the client I mentioned earlier, if he was charging $30 an hour, he'd never have hit $70,000 a month. So he had to start charging big high ticket deals and solving big problems. The third challenge is differentiation. AI is hot, so that makes the market really noisy. Most providers look and sound the same. A common mistake I see people make is that they're trying to serve everyone. I'll build anything for anyone kind of thing. And that just never works. Specialize, pick an industry, pick a problem, be the go-to expert. If your offer is fitting everyone, nobody feels like it's for them. And another mistake people always make is switching niches too fast. Give it 6 months, stick to it, and go from there. So if you want to package your skills into a 4-figure offer that businesses actually want to buy, package it around problems, not skills, sell outcomes outcomes, not hours, and differentiate by specializing. If you want the full system and you want to see if you're a good fit to work with me, check the link in the description below. I'll work with you one-on-one to guarantee your success.